Our first wrap is going to be a pillow wrap. A pillow wrap is not supportive for the leg, it just helps protect it from interference. So how you start your wrap is you're going to take it to the inside of the leg and move your way back in a counterclockwise position on the left leg and a clockwise position on the right leg. You want to take a whole rotation around the first part of it and then slowly start working your way down the leg, going about halfway down at a time the length of the wrap. Once you get to the bottom of the leg, you're going to take the wrap and you're going to gently go underneath the fetlock and back up on the other side so it creates that V there. And then you'll slowly start working your way back up with the same amount of rotations as you went down with. And once you get to the top, your Velcro should be on the outside of the wrap, and that just allows the horse not to catch it and take the wrap off. The next wrap we're going to be doing is a standing wrap. This can be used for things such as if the horse has an injury, if they have scratches, or if they're stocked up and you need to get the swelling down. It offers just a bit more support for the horse's legs. So you're going to start just as you do with your polo wrap. You're going to place it gently on the inside of the leg and begin to work your way back. With the pillow, you want to make sure that there aren't any creases and that you have even pressure throughout the entire wrap. You constantly want to be readjusting and directing the pillow so it forms to the horse's leg. Once you finish your pillow, you're going to take your track wrap and place it on the inside, right where you would start any other wrap, and gently pull the pillow over it to help anchor it down. You're then going to begin wrapping around the wrap, making sure that there's even pressure and that there aren't any lines or grooves which could lead to cording a horse. You want to leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches at the bottom and the top so the track wrap doesn't hit the skin and begin irritating the horse. So you work your way up, making sure there aren't any notches or any grooves in the track wrap. Back to where you started originally, and the Velcro should end on the outside of the leg. And that's how you do a standing wrap. So the next wrap that we're going to be doing is a stack wrap. So the things you're going to need are 2 pillows, 1 pillow being bigger than the other, 2 track wraps, gauze, roll gauze, elasticon, scissors, and if your horse has an actual injury, whatever ointment is required or medication to help that injury. So the first step to your stack wrap is going to be doing the anchor wrap, which would be just a regular standing wrap. So we're going to start on the inside of the leg and begin just as you would with any other wrap, making sure the pillow is evenly spaced. Once you have your pillow on, you'll take your track wrap, anchor it in, and begin your way around the wrap. Oh. Oh. Working your way back up with steady, even pressure. Until you get to the Velcro. back at where you originally started the wrap. So the next part of the stack wrap is going to be treating the wound. So if the wound was right here, you'd use something like SSD cream, chlorhexidine ointment, or maybe even Biocide gel. So you're going to take your gauze with the plastic side facing the wound and take your roll gauze and wrap it just as you would if it were a polo wrap or any other wrap, starting from the inside and just working your way around. You don't want it to be too tight around the horse's leg, but you want it to be tight enough to where it's not going to move around a lot. You're then going to take your scissors and cut away from the horse. And once you've cut it, you just gently push it down against each other and it should stick. The final part for the stack wrap is going to be applying the top wrap. So you're going to take your larger of the two wraps and place the edges along the anchor wrap so it's supported and it won't move. Starting on the inside of the leg, making sure the wrap is gently placed along the edge of the first one. You're going to begin rolling it and wrapping it like you would all the other wraps. Because it is wrapped around the back leg and the hock, your pillow will misshape a little bit. So it's important that you kind of just allow the wrap to go the way it needs to go around the horse's hind leg. You're then going to take your next track wrap, anchor it in, do one full rotation around the same spot to help secure it, keeping steady, even pressure and making sure there aren't wrinkles in the pillow. Then I'm going to work my way down, around the hock, and then back up the hock. Constantly checking to make sure there aren't wrinkles or creases in your wrap to avoid cording. And constantly pulling with even and steady pressure. Once you get to the top of your wrap, you should get the Velcro, which you did. Making sure everything is facing up and right. The final part of the stack wrap is applying the elasticon. The elasticon has a line down the middle, which is a good marker of how much should be on the top of the wrap and how much should be on the horse's skin. This is a good material because it's really sticky and it'll conform around the top and bottom of the wraps and will not let anything in and will keep it a little cleaner. So we're going to apply the elasticon at the line so it's at the base and top of the wrap. And it's important to have your elasticon already pre-pulled out just because it is very strong and it can be hard to get around a horse that's probably a little harder to wrap, unlike cowboy. So you just bring it around. And I'm holding it with my fingers to make sure that it's not tightening as I pull to get it looser. And once you've had it applied, you cut away from the horse. This roll is actually almost out, so I'm just gonna finish it off. You would repeat repeat this process with the elasticon at the bottom of the wrap and the middle to help support and anchor it, as well as keep it clean. The next wrap we're going to be doing is a hoof wrap. This is the first part to do so it's ready when you start wrapping your horse, is the duct tape square. So as you can see, I've already started, but by doing this, you weave the duct tape in between each other to help create more of a barrier. So you're going to put a line here, and then weave it over the top. And then one more on this side to complete. So some reasons for a hoof wrap could be hot nail, abscess, or founder. So you could use things on the bottom of the hoof like ichthymol or something to help draw out something. Usually the horse doesn't have a shoe on. So the first step that you're going to do is make sure that the horse's hoof is picked and clean. The next step is going to be to take your gauze without setting the foot down and apply the gauze and whatever medication like ichthymol or some other drawing salve on the infected part of the hoof. So we'll set that with the shiny plastic side down. Next, you're going to take your diaper and you want to allow the leg to sit at the bottom of the diaper and the toe to sit in the crease of the diaper. So it's going to look like this. You're then going to take the lips of the diaper, fold them up, and then conform the diaper to the shape of the hoof. Mildly adjusting to make sure it fits the hoof the best way it can. The next step, without setting it down, is you're going to take your vet wrap and begin applying it to the leg or the foot to keep the diaper in place. We're just going to work this all around the foot, making sure to avoid any parts of the leg or the coronary band to avoid any irritation. Once you've finished vet wrapping, you can then rip it apart. Part of the hoof bandage is going to be taking your duct tape square and placing it on the bottom of the foot first to make sure it covers the whole bottom of the foot. And then slowly begin molding the duct tape to the shape of the foot, while also making sure that it's not touching any skin or the coronary band also. Once you've had your square, you can take additional duct tape and wrap it over the front of the foot to help kind of make it look a little better and also add a little bit of extra security. Finally, you'll take your diaper and you'll pull it down off of the foot to make sure nothing is rubbing or irritating the skin. That is how you wrap horses. Thank you for watching.